Didn't you say you had to travel to find the lyrics to that
I did,
one?
yeah. I did it. I had to go digging. I ended up, my wife was like, kicked me out of the house. She's like, you're driving yourself and me, by the way, insane. You've just got to go somewhere and be away from home and go and be an artist for a few days. So I went to Istanbul on my way to Jerusalem, and I sat in a cafe for 3 days and drank coffee and smoked cigars and wrote poetry. Like a prick. But I've been in denial. I've been in denial for a long time about being an artist, and I just allowed myself to go and be an artist for a few days, and then the Rushmere lyric came, and I texted these lads, and then we were good to go.
But that lyric is very reminiscent of your early days.
Yeah. I had to go very far away from them to be able to look back at them, I think. But I only realised that now, talking to you. Yeah.
Take me back to empty lawns and nowhere else to go. This started as a poem.
Yeah.
You say, come get lost in a fairground crowd where no one knows your name. There's only honest mistakes. There's no price to a wasted hour. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that lyric now. It was a fucking nightmare to get it. It took forever.
Is there any other songs in your catalog that took that long?
I Will Wait.
Really?
That was a nightmare.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
And what about that took so long?
The lyric took a long time. Yeah.
Was it like a go travel, get away, find it, or?
It was more like there's this big block of stone in front of you and you just have to chisel at it. And it was like the chiseling, my arms were getting tired, and one of these lads would come along and chisel, and Marcus Draves would be like, come on, here's the tools, pick them up again. I remember him sitting on the end of my bed in Paris when we were doing the vocals on that song. And there was another day where I was just like, mate, I just don't think I can do this. And he tried like the bad cop approach where he was like, come on, this is your job, you know. And then eventually like he brought me a cup of tea. It was the softest I've ever seen him. When I woke up one morning, he brought me a cup of tea, sat on the end of my bed like a fucking prison guard or a nun, and sat on the end of my bed and was like, today might be the day. Here's a cup of tea. Let's go and try it again. And we did, and we got it in the end. Yeah.
I don't think there's a better or worse.
Midwifery,
though.
You know.
Like I don't think the argument is faster's better.
Yeah.
Like we're not kind of adverse or afraid of going through the process and the pain. And actually, I would probably argue that the cup of tea from Marcus Draves gives a little bit more confidence when Istanbul was calling for Rushmere to just keep going, stay on the path, and you know the song will get there.
What were you chipping away at though? Like what did you have? Like you just had instrumental and you just couldn't figure out the lyric, or
yeah, or like certain turns in the lyric that just didn't sit right until they did, and it just takes work.
Totally,
songwriting is it should be the hardest work you do. You know, performing should be easier because you've done the hard bit. And I remember having this conversation with Johnny Dickens, his manager, and he was like, we'd said at some point, like, oh yeah, we're going to the studio, we're going to go have fun. He's like, fun? Shouldn't be fun. It should be really hard work until you're done. And then it's fun. But it's like when you're in there, it's like the output should be difficult to get to. If it was like just easy, then A, anyone could do it to any kind of level. And B, you're probably not mining real emotionally connective stuff. Like it should be some sort of rending at points. Not every song has to be like heartbreak. And I believe in songs that are just chill. Like, you know, L.O.L.A. Lola was a lyric that we referenced on this album, on Rushmere, because there were points where Dave was like, don't overthink it. You know, just there's a first thought there that's precious and that has value. Don't belabor it. So there's times where you just go, and that's why they're all different, you know. But there's also times when you want to be like, this should be a bit painful to get to the real thing, you know.